We've established that the board sets the tone at the top. Now let's zoom in on your specific role as an internal auditor within this crucial framework. As internal auditors, you are not just observers, you are active participants in safeguarding the organization against financial crime, acting as a critical independent assurance function. A. Core objectives and responsibilities of internal audit. Estimated time, 3 minutes. The primary responsibilities of internal auditors, as outlined in Financial Crime Investigation and Control, are broadly defined and implicitly include fraud and financial crime detection and prevention. These objectives guide your work and ensure you contribute to organizational integrity. Objectives are accomplished. You assess whether the organization's strategic and operational goals, including those related to AML CFT, are being met effectively and efficiently. Operations are efficient. You evaluate the effectiveness and efficiency of operational processes, including those involved in AML CFT compliance, identifying bottlenecks or areas of unnecessary cost. Information is reliable. You ensure the accuracy, completeness, and reliability of financial and operational information used for decision-making and reporting, crucial for identifying suspicious patterns. Resources are protected. You assess the adequacy of controls to safeguard organizational assets from loss, theft, or misuse, a core aspect of preventing money laundering and other financial crimes. Compliance with standards, legislation, and regulation is achieved. You verify adherence to internal policies, industry standards, and external laws and regulations, including the extensive AML CFT framework. Within these broad objectives lies your critical role in AML CFT. You are concerned about the risk of fraud, non-compliance, waste, abuse, manipulated or erroneous information, and basic failures. When controls are missing or break down, risks could materialize, and it's your job not only to consider weak controls, but also to probe the implications of any weaknesses, including the possibility of fraud. For instance, if you identify a lack of segregation of duties, you wouldn't just report the control weakness, you'd consider the potential for fraud that it enables. While internal auditors do not hold the primary responsibility for detecting all fraud, that role is primarily located with the management of the organization, who are in the front line. You possess the skills and knowledge needed to penetrate concealed fraud and carefully explore its implications. You also have a good knowledge of the main financial systems and indicators of fraud and irregularities, which positions you uniquely to spot unusual activity. Many see internal auditors as a main safeguard against fraud. However, Spencer and Pickett clarify that the real safeguard against fraud is the system of managerial and financial controls that should be in place in response to an assessment of the risk of fraud. Your role is to critically evaluate and enhance these controls, ensuring they are not merely paper exercises, but genuinely effective.